please listen carefully for the explanation, especially for the word problems. All right. Here we go. Avery, tell me.
Okay, so here's number 13.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this one. This one's a good one. Did you get it right? 1.7 times. Yeah, it was kind of like the other one. All right, take a look at that now. And remember now, you guys, the answers should be posted on the other video. So if you ever want to just look at it real quick, you can pull it up. All right. The only thing I really didn't do on the other video was do the word problem. So I want to talk about these. All right. Is there one in particular, Julian, that you wanted to talk about, or are you good with all of them?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, I just wanted to see 13 again. I just want to see what I did wrong.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I didn't divide. I didn't divide 16 by 9.4.
You're okay with that, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, which one now?
Number 3.
Number 3. All right, everybody look at number 3 now. Make sure you got this right or you're thinking about it properly. All right? It says, a local gasoline distributor just built a new storage tank. For safety reasons, they need to enclose the tank with a circular fence. The radius of the tank is 6 feet, and the walkway between the tank and the fence is 4 feet. How much fencing will they need? All right, so you have to draw this out. Please, draw this out. Look. So here's the tank. All right? And when you draw the tank, right, the radius of the tank is 6. You with me? And then it says we're going to walkway between the tank and the fence. So we're going to put a walkway this way. You hear me? So this from here to here is how much? 4 feet. Do you agree with that? So the radius of the fence is going to be how much? 10. Right, so circumference equals 2 pi r. Circumference equals 2 times pi times 5. So we're roughly saying 31.4, right? You agree with that? Because you're going around, right? Oh, my fault. It's not 5, it's what? I don't know why I put 5 there. Should have been 10. Thank you. So that's 10. So then 20 pi would be 62.8. Anybody else get that? Thank you. 62.8. Now make sure you put the units, feet. You all right with that? Somebody else want me to do one of those problems? Nothing? Good for you. Number 5. Here we go. It says, the courtyard below was designed for an apartment complex. The outer area will be covered with grass and is 5 yards wide. The inner circle is tiled and has a diameter of 10 yards. There will also be a fence around the courtyard 2 yards out from the outer circle. All right? The landscaper must order the fencing for the courtyard. All right, now look, all we're doing is, if I'm not mistaken, we're coming all the way around here, correct? That's my fence. Do you agree? So I got to figure out what the diameter is, right? So from there is 5, do you agree? And this is what? 2 here, right? So the diameter is what? That's what I got. The diameter is 24 yards. So the circumference is pi times 24. And what is that? About 75.4. And then we'd say yards. All right, you happy with that? Everybody's feeling good about it? Yeah, don't you agree? Very simple, just using a formula. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson, which is just area of a circle. Do you remember the formula for area? Ooh, good.
Is it A equals pi pi and then times r to the second power.
You're awesome, girl. Perfect. Very, very good. For those guys who remember that, pat yourself on the back. Area equals pi r squared. Now, again, you can do pi times r, but we're smart. Does everybody know the x squared button on the calculator? That takes care of that. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
All right. So now we have to practice with our calculator right now. All right. So number one, again, we're writing down the formula. So you write A equals pi r squared. Julian, I want you to sit right here for now. Yep, right now. Area equals pi r squared. Now, what's the radius, guys? So A equals pi times 5 squared. So now here's where you need your calculator. No, you just keep writing. You see that? All right. Pi times 5 squared. Somebody help me.
Oh, I got 78.5.
Anybody else agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you measure area with what? Squares. You measure area with squares. So this is going to be 78.5 what? Centimeters squared. You measure area with squares. You measure area with squares. All right? So you type that on the calculator? All right, number 2 is our first problem. Abby, why is number 2 a problem?
Because it's the diameter, not a
Very good. So what's the radius?
12.
Right, so A equals pi r squared. A equals pi times 12 squared. Type that into the calculator. And I'm waiting for Abby.
454.
Square. Square button. Say it again, and then I want to look at your calculator. 452.4 what?
Wait, square.
Meters squared. That is correct. All right, Will, you're up, buddy. Number 3. What's the formula for area?
A equals 500.
All right, and what's the radius? 10. So that'd be 0.2. Do you agree? And then we would say what? Yes, feet squared. All right, Caroline. Tell me what I'm doing on number 4. What's the formula for area of a circle?
Area equals pi.
Good. So what's the radius?
8.
Good job. So tell me what that is on your calculator. 201.1 inches squared. 1 see it. All right, number 5. Let's go with Colin. What's the formula for area of a circle?
The formula is A equals pi times 6 and 2. A equals pi r to the second power.
And then?
A equals pi times 6 to the second power.
And then?
And that will equal 113.1 yards squared.
Everybody agree with that or not? Does everybody agree that's not hard? Do you agree? What? You already did one.
What?
Give me Vivian's up. What's the formula for area of a circle?
A equals r squared times 5.
Good. What's the radius?
The radius is 9. And 9 squared is 81 times 5 is so divided times 5 would be 254.
We're happy with that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? In the back? In the front? Any questions? Okay, now I want to look at a couple of the word problems real quick. We're going to drop down to question number 15. All right. Question 15. Madeline, read it to me.
The cover for a circular swimming pool has a diameter of 8 meters. What is the area of the cover?
So what do we do?
So 8 equals pi r squared, and the radius would be 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 equals 50.3 meters.
I don't think anything's hard there. Everybody agree? You just have to determine if it's the diameter or the radius. All right, let me look at the next one. All right, I want everybody to go to the ERBs. Everybody go to the ERBs, please. And we're going to do question number 2. We're going to do question number 2 right now. All right. Just put it in the garbage up. Go ahead, Ms. Rodriguez, you can go. I want you to read it.
Carl's dog Buddy is one on an 8-foot leash that is attached to the center of a 20-foot fence. How much space does Buddy have to run around?
Do you know what they're saying here?
Is 20 the diameter?
Well, look up at the picture. Do you understand, like, this is a wall, right? So I want to show you just to make sure you're with me. That's a wall. And they put his leash on the wall. So the question is, how far can the dog roam around? You with me? So what shape is that? Half a circle, that's correct. So we're working on the area, right? So what's the radius of his circle?
The radius is 8.
That's correct. The radius is 8. So tell me how to do it. A equals, and then what? No. Not correct. Is the formula pi r squared?
No. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's
Pi r squared. Yay! Pi r squared divided by 2. Why is it divided by 2? Because the fence is in the way. He can't go on the other side. All right? So, yeah, poor puppy. All right, let's see how much room the puppy has now. So when you type it in now, what are we at? Where are we at?
I got 100.
Okay, you're not listening. That's what. Come on, chop chop. So hold on a minute. What's the radius?
The radius is 8.
Right. And what'd you get?
I got 100.5.
100.5 square feet. So is that a lot? Somebody tell me if that's a lot. All right, now look at the grounds. Each one of the squares here is a foot. So it's about a 10 by 10. Right? It's about 10 by 10. All right? So it's not too bad. All right, especially if the dog is small. All right? Now if he's a big dog, might have some problems. But again, that's not bad. All right, so I want to do another one. So, here we go. I want to do number 5. All right, I want to do number 5. Connor, maybe number 5.
At Paco's Pizza Shop, a large pizza has a diameter of 16 inches. A small pizza has a diameter of 12 inches. What is the area of the small pizza? What is the area of the large pizza?
Okay, so this is pretty easy. So area of the large. Now look at my notation here, guys. All right, so what do I have to do? What's the radius of the large?
16.
Right, so what would be, how would I type that in? What's the formula for area? Pi r squared. Can we say that, please?
Yes.
All right, pi r squared. So put down pi r squared. What's the radius of the large?
8.
Right, so it's pi times 8 squared. Tell me what that is.
201.
Exactly?
Well, no, but after
What is it?
round than it is.
To the nearest 10. Is it exactly 201?
Yes, it is.
Somebody's saying 201.1. 200? Are you okay with 201.1 or are they telling a story?
It's 201.1.
Well, what did you get?
Just 201.
Exactly?
Yeah, but you have to round up.
Shh. What is it? What did you type in on your calculator?
I did 64 times 3.1.
No, 64 times pi. You know the pi button's on that calculator. Let me show you where it's at.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh!
That's it. So type in 64. And hit the second button. All right, you're in the game. Good job. All right. So the area was 201.1. Now it would be inches squared, so make sure you put the inches squared. Now the area of the small would equal pi times what? Come on, Connor. Pi times what?
Pi times 6.
That's right. And now tell me what that answer is.
113.
113.1. Is everybody else good with that? Right. So now let's look at question 6. All right. It says refer to the information in exercise 5. A large pizza costs $9.95 and a small pizza costs $5.95. Which pizza is the better deal? So we want the cost per square inch. Did everybody hear me? The cost per square inch. So, what is the cost of the large pizza again? So it would be the cost per inch would be $9.95 divided by what?
201.
That is correct. 201.1, which is equal to
0.049.
point what?
0.0495.
Okay, we'll do that. So that looks like about 5 cents per inch. Is everybody good on that? Does that make sense? All right, now we're going to, and this is for the large. And now we're going to find out for the small. All right, so the cost for the small is equal to 5.95 divided by what? 113.1. 113.1 And somebody tell me what that worked out to be.
0.05.
Okay. So that's a little bit more than 5 cents. Everybody agree with that? Come on now. Again, guys, I'm telling you, this is important for your ERB, so you got to be listening to it. Make sure you understand. So which one is the better deal? The large pizza. All right. So the large pizza is the better deal because it has a cheaper cost per what? Inch. All right, per square inch. Thank you very much. It's the cost per square inch. All right. Now listen, guys. This is a very easy assignment, but again, what I want to do is your job. Listen to me. Hey, does everybody hear me? I want everybody to go back and finish the first worksheet. Everybody's got to finish the first worksheet, and then all you have to do are the word problems, 11 through 15. All right, 11 through 15. Is everybody hearing me? Right, so you have to finish the first page, the word problems, all right, 11 through 15, and the ERB questions 1 and 3. All right, everybody do 1 and 3. Everybody hearing me? All right, so make sure you highlight what you're supposed to do for homework. All right, make sure you're highlighting what you're supposed to do for homework. All right, again, for those of you guys who are just joining me, all right, homework is the whole first page, 1 through 16.
Yes, sir.
Then on the second page, I just want you to do the word problems, which is 11 through 15. And then the ERBs, 1 and 3. Everybody good with that information?
Yes.
Everybody got it? All right, get busy. All right, easy, easy, easy. Tomorrow I have a nice review for you. All right? Got a lot of work to do.